Vending machine.
What it do?
Just think about the first meeting.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
These guys were getting in line for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
It was real, wasn't it?
It was real. Yeah, it was real. Hey, it's gonna make us better. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
You
man?
got it, Chef. How you bigging
I'm
it?
good, man. How you doing?
Hey, the boys are back in town, man.
Long time no see, brother.
Yeah, you good?
I'm great. How are
Everybody's been in my comments saying, hey, we got to get the chef features back. I told them it starts this week.
you? Here we are.
Here we are.
You have a good time off?
I know you got to take care, Coach.
Yep,
When you get done with that, we'll break down the menu.
Sounds good.
My man. We're back. Practice one is tomorrow, but team meetings today. What'd you prepare?
All right, so today was a good example of, you work with what you got. We had a really late delivery today. He's still not up here.
I can't tell this is working with what we got. I see steak out there. Like,
Yeah, well, thank you. That's good. That's a good sign. Monday's the worst day for this to happen because, we weren't open the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So I don't keep a lot of fresh stuff around on Friday for this reason, kind of counting on that early truck. So didn't happen today, but we roll with it. So we got the boneless wings on the end, 2 different flavors. We're doing a sweet chili and a lemon pepper. Then, like you said, we got the ribeye steaks. So we put a little blackened fennel brown sugar rub on that, finish it with a little garlic butter and some Maldon salt, a little flake salt, a little crunch. Then we got a blackened mahi-mahi, which we're about to run through. Had 50 pounds of that. About an hour in, we're almost out of that, so we're gonna go to some blackened shrimp. Then we've got the chicken Cajun pasta. So we grill chicken breast, saute onions and peppers, fold that in with a nice Mornay sauce on some elbow noodles. That's a favorite for the guys. Then we got a big potato medley. So sweet potatoes, yellow potatoes, and red potatoes. Chopped all those down, mixed them, nice seasoning, roasted them in the oven. Then we got a big veggie medley. So broccoli, onions, carrots, bell peppers, Brussels sprouts, and some sauteed sweet corn, and a honey butter Hawaiian roll.
Chef, if ribeye and mahi-mahi is a bad day,
Just wait. We're gonna dial it up a little, another notch this year. So,
man, good to be back.
hey, it's good to see you, Neely.
Missed you, bro.
Welcome back, brother.
Yes, sir. We out.
We out.
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Way from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
Back. What up?
Oh, come on now.
What up, Matt?
For those of you who don't know, pleasure to be here. Happy to be a part of the team.
Yes, sir. Let's get started with what's going to transpire today. So, Coach,
We're gonna talk about dominating the line of scrimmage, how we can win the games by up front, as you can see in the Super Bowl, like that type of like Eagles, they dominated that, and then not only being dominating in the field, but also dominating the classroom, being a true pro on and off the field, and always being a player that's on the rise, never being content or being complacent, always trying to get better.
I think it's also very, very important that we come together as a unit. In other words, understand the tactics, understand the play calls, understand the reasons why we're doing things. Right? And then obviously, we talked about it earlier here, compete and finish. I think those are important things that they need to learn. And we got to teach it through the practices. We got to teach it through the competition. Do it.
What we want to do is we want to become not just running backs, we want to understand the game. We want to understand what the O-line is doing. We want to know offensive line calls. We want to be smart, intelligent players at the position of running back. We want to make sure that we're running the ball effectively. We have to make coach feel comfortable calling run plays. I want him to feel like at any point in time we call a run play, we can get the job done. Be a viable option in the passing game, making sure that we get the right depth, we catch the football, and we play with passion.
if your group is not reflecting you, there's a problem with you. That's what I'm looking at, number one.
Spectre Reyes.
What's up? Best last name.
There it is. Make sure everybody in compliance.
Might have taken over from Dylan.
Hands up. I love Bobby Brown. Cash. Love it, Cash. Come on, Cash. Bring it home, Cash. It's the first one this season, Cash. Let's go, baby.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you in prayer.
Hold on. Let's take him to church.
Dear Heavenly Father, I want to come to you in prayer. Thank you for giving us this day. Thank you for waking us up and giving us another day to glorify you. Lord, we thank you for giving us a leader as a coach Brown, Lord. I pray that you guide us throughout this journey that we step in together. Lord, I pray that we go into spring. I pray that we take advantage of every single day we get, every opportunity we get. Lord, we love you and we thank you for giving us another day to glorify your name.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I want y'all to get put your seatbelt on because this could get a little tight. So we on the trip and we're gonna check it right now because we ain't gonna keep on with the bull jump for the spring. We're gonna have a great spring. We're gonna have an awesome spring. We have a better team than we had last year. We're gonna prove it this spring. We're gonna be so much disciplined. We dead last in penalties last season. And we will not have that, and that starts today. That starts today. So all
our whole foundation, that was the first phase of the winter. We wanted spring ball. A sense of urgency, everybody been wearing the right stuff, doing the right thing. I talked about character, which is part of our standard. I also brought up to y'all about integrity. Stuff that's done in the dark will come to light. Coach just brought up discipline. Everything we doing, everybody detail your work. If you detail your work, we won't have to worry about it. He won't be up here talking about academics. We won't be talking about it. We'll be excited to talk about football, what you come here to do and graduate. That's what we hear about. The room and the weight room, yeah, we lift weights, we get strong. That's all for y'all to be disciplined and do all the right things. I'm not in there this, hey, bro, we're gonna lift weight. That ain't about that. It's about making you better men, being more confident in who you are, walking around with your head up, being accountable, saying, Coach, you can count on me, boss. You can count on me. I love this. This is why I do this. That's what we're looking for. Understand why we come 15 minutes early to the weight room. So you where you're supposed to be, because that's what he wants. Why? Because when you go for an interview on a job, you already programmed. You're already used to it. You have your backpack, you're ready to roll. You come in for the interview, you're already ready. They pass the coffee out, you're already there. It's a habit we're trying to teach. It's a learned habit. It ain't just punching in the clock, man. If we do this, we become special. Why? Because we do special things. Special things is just being consistent. What makes someone special? They just do what they're supposed to do all the time, at the right time, all the time. We're going to squat, we're going to squat. We got to run, we're going to run. That's what we do. So, fellas, transitioning to the practice. Well, what is the strength? Hey, out there, we're going to make sure you running on and off the field. Coach, why we got to do that? I'm going to tell you why. Sudden change, let's go. Brother, they snapped the ball already, brother. They snapped the ball. Y'all just snapped the ball, boss. Flag, we done. That's how it is. We become winning and losing, like a sense of, we want to be that team that getting catches. Hey, let's go. And they, hey, got your ass. Right there. We got it. Get that penalty. Let's keep it going. That's what we want to do. That's called conditioning, mental toughness, being mature about everything you do. Coach talked about speed. We got to be speed everywhere. So make sure all this is a prelude to what we going to be doing. We're just not telling you to run off the field just to run off the field. It's a sense of urgency, and it's going to come back to help us. We may do a set where we got the offense up, and then they all got to run off. We're going to run. I don't know. The whole special team, we got to kick this field goal. We're going to catch them. We can get a first down. But no, you didn't run in practice, bro. So don't be that guy. Like, let's understand, it's a method to the madness and why we do what we do. We love y'all because we want y'all to have as much fun in this game because you have mastered the game of discipline. You have mastered the game of discipline. You should be embarrassed if I'm talking about my grades. Embarrassing. To your name and all, to walk in there, to walk in the class. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Let's be special, man. Let's be special. That's how the team becomes special. Because we got a lot of special individuals. Love y'all enough, man. Make sure we hustle on and off the field. And that's what we're about with the way we do. Thank you.
Defensively, right? Expectations for the spring, right? They got to be able to feel us, right? I think we all think back to the best defenses we've seen. They fly to the ball. They're great tacklers. They're great communicators, right? Had a great offseason to look at what we did, the why behind it, right? We got to be a smarter team, right? We got to know, hey, it's 1st and 10 across the 50. Here's a shot, right? So we'll grow that area in the spring. And I'm excited to see what the leaders can be. Right? I think we as coaches, right, we see a lot better than we hear. So you can tell us, hey, coach, I'm going to be that guy for you. I'm going to make this play. Well, you got 15 practices to show it. Right? The beauty of college football 2025, there's a bunch of new faces here. Right? Go take your opportunity. Take your shot. That's why you're here. Right? Collectively as the safeties, right? It's a brand new room. Not a lot of guys coming back. I'm excited to see who will take that next step. Right? I see the game through the safety position. I'm always going to be the toughest on that group. So I'm excited to see who the leaders are going to be, who's going to take the next step, and get us where we want to go.
What's up, man? My name is Coach Domata Peko. It's an honor for me to be here. Appreciate you, Coach Prime, for the opportunity. A little bit about myself before I get started. I was last year with the Cowboys, coaching an assistant coach for the D-line there. But before that, man, I was blessed, and thank God for 15 years I played in the NFL at the nose guard position. But that leads me to some of our expectations. Some of the things that helped me in my career that to play so long was being able to dominate, man. So as a D-line, I want to see us dominating. What do you mean, Coach? Dominate that line of scrimmage, but not only that, dominate the classroom, right? Dominate individual. Dominate when you're in the body work, doing everything to do to get better. Right? One of the things that I love and that I live my life by is always trying to be someone that's on the rise, right? Never being complacent. Don't ever get like this and downhill. You're always trying to get better every day. Consistently doing that, right? Brings me to my next point, right? Is we're gonna be smart players as a D-line, right? Knowing where the backstop is, the back's to the left. Let me widen out a little bit, knowing what blocks are coming, because it helps you to become a player that's that knows the details of your job, right? As a D lineman, you only get so many blocks. You get a cut, you get a cutoff, you get a reach, you get a scoop, right? You get a pin and pull. If you dominate each one of those blocks, you know how to execute that, and you're gonna be a hell of a player. You're gonna play a long time. But with all that comes this, though, doing the little things right? When you do the little things right, God will bless you with many big things, right? But it starts with doing the little stuff. What do you mean by that, Oos? I mean, when it's time for you to go see your counselor, making sure you're on time for that, right? When it's time for you to go to study hall, making sure you're on time for those little things. Because I know everyone in here is trying to get to the next level, trying to get to the NFL, right? If you do the little things right, it's going to help you out. When we're in those rooms upstairs, we're trying to find who's the best 4D lineman we're trying to see to put on that field. It's guys that are accountable, guys that we can trust, guys that do their job, right? And one of the other things that I want to impress upon you that I want to see in our room is us flying to that ball, right? The best defenses I've been a part of, 11 hats flying to that ball. We're swarming the ball, right? Because when you see it, offense has one ball out there, right? One football out there. And if we're always around that ball, we're always out there hunting, we're going to be a hell of a team, hell of a defense. Right, those are a couple of things there that I want to see in our unit. Being disciplined, right? Staying locked in, always doing the small things right. And I think we're gonna have a hell of a season here. Much love, appreciate you.
Coach Swayze was talking about really kind of hit home with me. He said do right all the time. All right, and the first pillar that I have for our group is discipline. All right, and I'm always going to echo the things that Coach Prime's echoing. God knows what he's doing, man. All right, and Coach Pecco just talked about being on the rise. All right, and that's what we're going to do this year. All right, and it starts tomorrow at practice. So I want you to write this down, though. Do what you're supposed to do, okay, when you're supposed to do it, the way that it should be done. All right, that defines discipline for me. All right, when you get stressed, when you get anxiety, when you get worried, when you get fearful, all right, it's not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it the way that it's supposed to be done. All right, so if that's your attitude and you can apply that simple, structured, line every day, it's going to really help you out a lot. All right, and then the next thing, as far as on the field, guys, all right, we just talked about this upstairs as a staff room. All right, it's knowing my assignment and my alignment and my technique every time I get on the field. So when am I a 6 technique? When am I a 9 technique? When am I to the back? When am I away from the back? What Coach Rob was just talking about. What's the formation? Is it condensed set? Is it an open set? All right, is it Army run? Okay, all right, or does Delta pass play? All right, am I getting a high hat or a low hat read? Okay, I've got to know those things. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is effort. It's always a non-negotiable standard for Coach Prime when it comes to effort. It's mental effort and it's physical effort. All right, so what are you going to do each and every practice? Every time you get an opportunity to go out there, what type of effort are you going to give? You got to empty the tank every play, man. All right, and it's got to be a mindset. When Coach has the coaches come up here every day before practice, you know how it's going to be. Are we going to talk about effort? Because when we talk about that, it takes away something else that we could be talking about. You with me? Sir. All right, we got to be talking about football. We got to be talking about plays, formations, tendencies. We got other stuff to do. All right, so we've got to turn and burn to the ball. All right, this guy's giving everybody in here an opportunity. Every coach, every player, trainer, manager, doesn't matter. All right, so we owe it to him. It's a non-negotiable standard. Do you understand? Yes, sir. All right, and then the next thing I've got right here is we've got to be physically dominant on both sides of the ball. Hey, O-line, Jordan, don't take it easy on us. You with me? We don't want that. We've gotten with the O-line coaches. We're going to have pod periods where it's not 17 minutes of one-on-one pass rush. All right, and we've got to stay up on 2 hands and 2 feet, and we've got to service each other. We got to be in a good football position. All right, and we've got to service each other and finish in a dominant position every play. All right, because if we can do that consistently and practice that way, we're going to be a damn good football team come late August. Does everybody understand that? Yes, sir. All right, so let's have a great spring.
Y'all should be ready to write your stuff down anyway. No one should tell you to write down notes. You got your stuff out, be ready. We want to have linebackers relentlessness, be relentless and resilient. Relentless and resilient. First of all, relentless. We're talking about running to the ball. It's not negotiable. We got to run to the ball. The next thing is our communication. Be relentless with our communication, all right? Talk loud, early, and often. Then be resilient. Be resilient in the fact that we're going to be accountable to ourselves in the classroom and on the field. Then the next part is also understanding the difference between discomfort and pain. We're going to put you through a whole lot of discomfort right now to get you to where you need to be. And you should be happy about that. Pain is a different thing, so stop being mentally weak and being in the training room or being somewhere else or absent because you think you can't go. Get ready to be get in discomfort because you're going to be better for it.
Our expectations, all you guys, man, respect this game. All right? What I mean, respect this game. We're supposed to be, follow the rules, right? And when we do that, make sure we understand that we are part of the team. All right, so follow the rules, be supposed to be. Right? Understand too that you are accountable for your own actions. You're accountable for your own actions. So make sure you understand that you are accountable for what you do. Your teammates depending on you. So I expect everybody to be supposed to be on time, be disciplined. All right, respect this game. This game is giving a lot to everybody. All right, everybody's getting something off this game. Respect it. Don't try to cheat it. Don't try to cheat it because this game, I'm telling you, whatever you put into it, exactly what you're gonna get out. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, understand that back in our room, man, we want to make sure our core values, the standard is the standard. Standards and standards. What I'm saying, tough, fast, smart, disciplined. And when you don't talk about it, be about it. And when you be about it, the character shows up. And that's what type of people we want on there. Last thing for us, compete in everything that we do.
You understand where I'm coming from. I want you to be successful. I want you to be that guy. I want you to be a dog. I want you to be a winner, and I want you to make a lot of money. And I can help you do that. All you gotta do is do your part. I can't do my part and your part at the same time. I've already done this. All these guys that stood up here, most of them have already been out here and done this. You got the best. I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, but I'm telling you the truth. You got the best staff in college football. And everybody during there has come from the pros at an extremely high level. So if you want to know how to get there, ask him. Ask him. Ask these guys on amongst the wall. Ask them how to get to the next level. We'll tell you.
Benny Machine.
What it do?
What you think about the first meeting?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
These guys are getting in line for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
It was real, wasn't it?
It was real. Yeah, it was real. Hey, it's gonna make us better. Let's go.
Hey, coach. Get his ass back, coach.
Mata. So where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.